The View tries to politically bait a Democratic senator who also happens to be a former pastor, and he goes completely off, and they failed miserably. I want to show you all this. Let's go ahead and hop into this video, watch it, and react to it. Before we do me a quick favor. Hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm so that this video can reach more people like yourself. I truly appreciate you guys, and if you're not already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and tap that subscribe button, and let's hop into this video right now. So we all know that The View tends to lean more liberal in their way of thinking and politics, and I don't see a problem with that. We all think a different way. That's fine. But they try to politically bait him to lean towards pointing fingers at Republicans and everything that they do. And instead of doing that, he points to the cross. Okay, let me show y'all this. This is absolutely great. Let's go ahead and hop in.
What do you make of this country welcoming in strangers?
Well, I have to tell you, as I am a Matthew 25 Christian, and Jesus said the way you treat the folks who are on the margins, that is the acid test of your spirituality. That's what that text is all about. And as I witness and watch what's happening, and in a lot of it, it seems that cruelty is the point.
Yeah.
And so when I watch this and hear it coming from folks who have a lot to say about their Christian identity, I have to say as a pastor, Whoopi, that I think Jesus is the biggest victim of identity theft in the country.
Yes.
Because I don't know who this Jesus is they're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, so it sounds like he's going to be like he's against, like he's talking about Republicans or people that are conservative. And in a way he is. And I think, honestly, if we can be correct, if we want to be honest, there are times where we can be a little bit judgmental. We can be a little bit far right-sided and not so balanced. And that's true. I will give him that. I've seen it in many different aspects. But they think at this point that he's just going to play into their bait. But in his mind, he's about to flip the switch on them, okay? Keep watching because it gets really good. Let's continue on.
You know, the Jesus I know was born in a barrio called Bethlehem.
Yeah.
Raised in a ghetto called Nazareth. He was an immigrant, smuggled into Egypt.
That's right.
And in his very first sermon, he centered the poor. It's good news to the poor, deliverance to the captives, preaching the year of the Lord's freedom. And so that's something that I try to do and embody in my work as a United States Senator. I think that our country is going through what I call a kind of soul weariness. I know folks say we're in a constitutional crisis. We're definitely in a spiritual crisis.
Yeah, sure.
And you know how sometimes you wake up in the morning and you just feel bad? You can't quite put your finger on it. I think after years of COVID, 20 years of what felt like endless war, and then piling on top of all of that, demagogues who traffic in division because they have no vision. I think the weight of it all has got folks on the left and the right just kind of feeling soul weary, like a low-grade fever. And what we need is leaders who can remind us of who we are when we stand together. I still believe in this country. I still believe in the heart of what we seek to represent, e pluribus unum, out of many one. And the COVID pandemic reminded us of the ways in which we're all connected. If my neighbor got the virus, that meant that I'm potentially imperiled. That doesn't make my neighbor my enemy. Actually, it means that I have an enlightened self-interest in the well-being of my neighbor. Her health care is good for my health. And so that's the kind of spirit that I try to bring to my work.
This is where things start to turn for them, okay? So pay attention. This gets crazy. Let's check it out.
About the economy, because you sit on the Senate Banking Committee. Since Donald Trump sparked this trade war, the Dow is set to open at the lowest April since the Great Depression. People are feeling the economic hardship of these tariffs. Yet polling suggests that more Americans still trust Trump on the economy rather than Democrats. How do you think you turn that tide and convince voters otherwise and that they should trust the Democrats?
And why?
Look, I'll let the pundits do the punditry. And I have to tell you, maybe because I'm a pastor, I'm focused on the people, not the politicians. So I'm not worried. You know, I'm a part of a party. But, you know, I think Americans sitting at home thinking about the price of groceries, which is going up as a result of these tariffs, and they're watching the coverage. And so often our news coverage in this country, it's framed in such a way that the politics is actually about the politicians. Who's up, who's down, who's in, who's out. I think folks sitting at home trying to pay their bills are asking, who cares? And who's thinking about me? And who's going to be focused on trying to lower my costs? So this is why I'm focused on the work that I'm doing. A couple weeks ago, I introduced the child tax credit. I'm proud of the fact that when I went into the Senate 2021, we passed the expanded child tax credit, without which literally there's some people too poor to get it.
Yes.
And so we fixed that in 2021. And when we passed that piece of legislation, we cut child poverty in this country by more than 40%. Now, I know that those folks are watching and saying, well, we didn't feel it. Well, we only did it for 6 months.
Yeah.
Folks were getting checks. They don't know who sent it, why they got it.
Yeah.
Can I tell you why you got it? You got it because I won.
Senator, let's talk about your new children's.
As you see, the lady asked him a specific question about Trump and about the American citizens trusting in Trump. And they wanted him to agree with what they're saying. They wanted him to target Trump and the Republicans. Instead, he said, look, it's not about the politicians. It's not about parties. It's about the American citizens. And he's 100% right. A lot of us in this point in time, I think we can all agree, I'm sick of hearing about this party did this party did that, this party wants to do this party wants to stop them from doing that. What about us? What about what American citizens want? I thought America was founded upon the people, not upon the branches, particularly, but the branches are supposed to make enactments based off of what the people want. And I think at this point in time, the people want to see a better country. The people want to see like prices go down. They want to see, the violence stopping, no matter what side you're on. They like the violence, the eeriness in America, the disparity that's going on. The wars that are happening, like the trade war and sending a lot of people out the country and stuff like that. Like we just want things to be done in a way that is decent and that's going to help America push forward. At least that's what I want. I thought he did a phenomenal job. Okay. I know that he still has his own personal goals and aspirations that he would like to see from the country. Any laws that he would like to see being enacted, right? And he is a Democratic senator, but at the same time, I think that he's different. I think that he actually is not trying to tear down the Republican or conservative way of life. I thought that was dope. Let me know what you guys think about this video in the comment section. If you're new to the channel and you like what you see, I encourage you to hit that subscribe button and hit the post notification bell so you do not miss another video. My name is Aaron Page. I'll catch y'all on the next video. Until next time, I'm out.